time in Memphis. Woo! Yay! So I did play the song Walking in Memphis when I was driving here, except I was like, I'm driving in Memphis by myself as I was coming. It was pretty cool. Really, we hate that. Oh my gosh. I love that it's Saturday. I love that it's the weekend. Does anyone have a 9-to-5 job? Woo! It's always like, ugh, like always. I feel that, yeah. I have a 9-to-5, and I just really feel like I need a vacation, you know? And I just came back from a vacation though. But I'm a millennial, so it's like our thing. Constant vacations we need for our mental health. Yeah. I have PTO, and I wish my last job I had unlimited PTO. That's paid time off. You don't know what that means? Paid time off. Yeah. And my gosh, I went nowhere. Nowhere. Because it is psychologically proven that when you have unlimited PTO, you do not use it. So I never used it. And that's why I think that the limit should not exist on credit cards. I don't think it should. I know, because what do we do with limits? We test them! That's what we do! We test limits. I went to bed with a maxed out Chase card. I woke up the next morning with $2,500 in that account. And I was like, okay, well, challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. So I went out with some friends and I was like, you get a dessert, order it, on me, you, I don't even know you, get a dessert, it's on me. I felt like Oprah, you know. Woke up the next morning and was not Oprah in my bank account. No. Let's just say Chase Bank chased me all the way into collections, okay. No longer have that card. I'm not the best with my finances. I'm not trying to get better. Finance was an elective in high school. Did anyone have that in their high school, like taking finance? Yeah, you did? Did you take it? You did smart. Good job. I opted to take chorus instead. I just thought that, like, as an adult, I would be able to, like, sing my way out of tax season, you know? Just waltzing into an H&R Block, like, 525,600 minutes. And they're like, not minutes, ma'am. That's how much you owe. Right? That's a lot of money. I have a degree in musical theater. That's what I went to college for. Yeah. A Bachelor of Fine Arts. More like a degree in begging for attention. So thank you so much for that laugh, meant everything to me. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. But I like to just say and like tell everybody that no matter what your degree is, you can really do anything. Anything you want. I got a job working in finance. Yeah. The person who hired me got fired right after I started. Yeah. I would be helping people with their financial documents, and they would be like throwing numbers my way, and I would have to like politely stop them to be like, I need to grab a calculator. Because the only numbers I know off the top of my head are 5, 6, 7, 8. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you. Wow, thank you so much. That was so nice. Oh, yeah. Musical theater. I got called into my manager's office, and he was like, Teresa, we really need you running numbers here. You just keep on running musical numbers. I'm like, what do you mean? What? That was my last day at that job. Yeah. I was let go. I was let go pretty fast. But I love musical theater. I love singing. It's really fun. But when the pandemic came around, I was like, I gotta get a 9-to-5, I guess. Here we go. So the interview process, right? Anyone deal with the interview process for jobs? Right? Like, is right. It's horrible. It's a lot. And I mean, my resume was just theater and restaurant experience, so it was really tough. It was really hard. I remember, just like as an actor, okay, acting is telling the truth. We do not lie. Okay, we do not lie. And so when they were asking me in these interviews, like, why sales? I was like, I don't know, because Broadway is dead. Like, I don't know, because my parents won't stop annoying me about getting a job. Like, I don't know, because I really need this job. Oh God, I need this job. Ball change. I really need this job. Thank you. That was my last thing. That was it. That was the last thing. I kind of want to call my dad right now and be like, I'm using my degree. They're loving it. No, they love it. They love it. Oh, man. I am in so much debt for jazz hands. Okay. So much debt. So much debt for jazz hands. So much debt. I really am. I was like, what's another way that I can possibly make money? Because theater, not really doing it for me. So I was like, maybe I'll donate my eggs. And I wouldn't be doing it for the money. I really wouldn't. I'd be doing it because I'm a good person. Yeah, because I like to help people out, and to be totally honest, I just hate wasting food. Yeah, that was a silly, dumb pun. But I am offering my eggs for free. Okay, I know egg prices are going down. I know that. But they're fried. They're fried, but you could take them. Take them. You can take them. You can take them. I just thought that I don't think I'd be able to do that, to be honest. To donate my eggs. I don't think so. Because I just feel like I would be at a Starbucks 10 years from now. And there'd be a mom and her little boy. And he'd be looking at me. And I'd be looking at him. And I'd get down on his level. And I'd look back at his mom. And then look at him. And then I would just be like, she's not your mom. It's me. Come here. I don't think mentally that would be good for any of us. So I have opted out of doing that. Opted out. Opted out of donating my eggs. My gosh. Donated? I'd love to donate my eggs, but I'm just no, it's not me. So that now I'm kind of talking about it in therapy. Anyone in therapy here? Therapy. Woohoo! Yes! You can go to therapy. Therapy is great! Do you have therapy, sir? Therapy? No. This guy's no. Are you my dad? Just kidding. I love you. Yeah, I love therapy. I love it. I didn't go to therapy for the first time until I moved to New York City. And my first therapist, I loved her so much. She was so great. And just for privacy purposes, I'll say her name was Marcy, which was short for Marcella. That was her real name. We just really connected. She really got me, And then I turned 26 and my health insurance ended. And she was like, sorry. I was like, okay, well, why don't we just I feel like we're girlies. I feel like we're friends. We can't meet at Starbucks. I buy you a coffee, aka my copay. No. So I had to get another therapist. Yeah. And my next therapist, Suzanne was her name. She doesn't even get a fake name. Suzanne. Okay. And she was one of those therapists where I would tell her my problems, and then instead of asking me the generic question, how do you feel about that? She would just go, that sucks. I know it sucks, Susan! That's why I'm here, Susan! So I immediately stopped with her. And then there was Anne, which is short for Anne. And she was fine, but she just got too real with me, way too soon, okay? She was like, Teresa, you're creative. And then you also have anxiety, and creativity just don't work. Okay, so let's together talk about the first time you ever felt anxious in your life. I was like, I don't know. Maybe when I started talking to the opposite sex. I don't know. Maybe when I got a full-time job. No, actually, come to think of it, it was probably 1998. I lost all 4 of my front teeth, and it was not a good look for me. It was not a good look for me at all. I hope when I have kids, they don't go through that kind of like phase I went through. Did anyone feel like they went through like a little like phase, like a little puberty phase growing up, you know? Yeah. Or as my mom calls it like the ugly duckling phase, but I became a swan. She says, I became a swan. She said it. She said, I'm a swan now. I don't care what you say, I'm a swan. Yeah. I do want to have kids though. I was thinking like 10 years from now. I've been saying that for like 10 years. You're like, what? You look so young. What? You look no older than 23. I'm 33, honey. I'm a little cutie. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you so much for saying that. Oh, yeah. I just want to have one just to like know what it feels like, you know? And if I don't like it, I'll just give it to my mom. She'll love it. She'll love it. My mom, she is a character. I love her so much. She's my best friend. She's not originally from here. She's from Cuba. Anybody else? Cubana? It's usually just me. Yeah. Yes. So you're probably wondering, do you speak Espanol? Yes, I do. I do. Poquito. A little bit. I just feel like when I speak in Spanish, I'm like Dora the Explorer. Like, I'm like, yo soy Espanol. Is everybody having fun? Great! Fabulous! It just doesn't like flow off the tongue. It's bad. I should know it. I should be very fluent. I actually once went on a date with a guy, and I had shorter hair, curly, and he was like, you kind of remind me of like Dora the Explorer. I was like, wow. If you were trying to take me home tonight, swiper, no swiping! No swiping! No swiping! I am in a relationship now. Give it up for me. What? Thank you. Something I gotta flaunt because I was single for 9 years. I want to be like by choice, but it was hard in New York City streets. It was really hard. It was really hard. You laughed a little too hard at that, sir. A little too hard. I'm offended. Yeah, I have a boyfriend now. He's great. I really love him a lot. And I was telling my friends about how our relationship, and at first we hadn't said I love you yet, and they were very confused by that. They didn't understand, and I'm like, well, there doesn't need to be like and everyone's timeline is different, when it comes to being in a relationship and saying I love you. Everyone's timeline is different, but there is a deadline. There's a deadline. And what's great about being in a relationship is that you can set those deadlines, So I had set a deadline for Christmas Day. I did. I set the deadline for Christmas Day. And he didn't hit that deadline, no. But he did ask for an extension. He asked for an extension. And I was like, all right, I proved it. I proved it. And I said, by New Year's Eve, okay? And everybody, he hit that deadline. He said it December 30th. Hooray! He hit the deadline. Yeah, did he mean it? I don't know if he meant it, but he hit the deadline, okay? That's all that matters, is that he hit the deadline. My boyfriend also loves reading. He's a college professor. Literally loves reading. I think a little too much, if I'm being honest. We were watching a movie the other day, and I went to the bathroom, came back within 5 minutes, and he has a book in his hand. I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, I just thought I could get in a few words. I'm like, that is the only thing you're getting in tonight. Go to bed. Also, I was like, what does Jane Austen have that I don't? Okay, just tell me. Tell me what Jane Austen. I always know if that joke lands. And if you guys, I'm the same as you. I had to look up Jane Austen for that joke because I don't know literature authors. I don't know. I have no idea. I read Nicholas Sparks. I love that. That's the only thing I read. Yeah, that's the only thing I read. But I am now just trying to really focus also on just my workouts. Anybody else a new year, new me? New year working out? Anybody? No one exercises. That's fine. It's all right. That's okay. I love you all. I still love you all so much. Whatever your self-care is, you do you. But I've been working it out, and I've been trying to do really focus on the names of exercises. So I was working out the other day, and I'm like, a squat, I get. A shoulder press, I get that. But I was on the ground doing this back and forth motion. It's called a Russian twist. I'm like, why is this a Russian twist? I don't know, because to me a Russian twist would be if Putin was like, I'm gay! With the Ukrainian man, that's an advanced Russian twist. And I kind of want to try it. Everyone, I'm Teresa Morrison. Thank you so much for being here. It's been so fun. Love Memphis!